feel like I'm a reality person and you have to tell your truth because people see right through it. And unfortunately, I've been in some bad relationships. I've been in some good ones too, but I just think it's important to just share your story because you never know who you're affecting or how someone else can learn from you.
We all knew Jennifer Williams as the stylish, confident woman from Basketball Wives. She was always polished and seemed to have everything under control. But recently, everything turned upside down. What appeared to be a quiet and happy marriage suddenly spiraled into a full-blown scandal. Her husband, Christian, who used to stay out of the spotlight, suddenly became the center of unwanted attention and not for any good reasons. He wasn't making headlines for business success or romance. Instead, he was being exposed for major crimes. It turned out Christian was running companies that were built on deception. Legal documents revealed that his business deals weren't just shady, they were completely illegal.
Spent time.
Yes, in prison.
In prison.
Yes.
You said you turned your life around during that time, and everyone, redemption, everyone deserves an opportunity to get it right.
According to people close to the situation, there had been warning signs for a while. But somehow, everything stayed hidden for years. Christian had always been somewhat of a mystery. While fans of Basketball Wives were caught up in the on-screen drama, Christian stayed in the background. He didn't chase fame, rarely appeared on camera, and most viewers didn't even know what he looked like. To the public, he was simply Jennifer's husband. But behind the scenes, he was leading a very different life. He was involved in the business world, setting up companies and creating his own brand. On the surface, it looked like he was trying to be successful on his own, separate from Jennifer's television fame. He had multiple ventures, some were legitimate, but others were not. While Jennifer focused on her career, Christian was allegedly involved in fraudulent schemes. There were already signs that something wasn't right. Business documents didn't match up. There were whispers about fake contracts, missed payments, and strange money transfers. A few people close to him noticed the red flags but didn't speak up. Maybe they thought it wasn't their place, or maybe they hoped he'd fix things on his own. But he didn't, and fans didn't suspect a thing.
We're gonna disagree about things, but the way you speak to someone, it's everlasting.
Christian kept such a low profile that no one thought to question him. Everything changed once the documents started coming to light. Reports revealed that Christian's business practices were under serious investigation. People began stepping forward, saying they'd been scammed. They claimed they invested money with Christian, expecting profits that never came. At that point, the rumors became very real. Soon after, social media blew up with accusations of fraud, embezzlement, and money laundering. Christian was being accused of setting up fake businesses to trick people into giving him money, which he then allegedly used for his own luxury lifestyle, cars, travel, even costs related to his and Jennifer's life together. This wasn't just internet gossip. Real legal complaints were being filed. And while Christian's name started trending online, Jennifer stayed silent. She didn't speak out to defend him, but she didn't separate herself from him either. That silence raised a lot of questions. Did she know what was going on? Was she involved? Or was she as shocked as everyone else? Some people thought she was trying to protect him. Others believed she was in disbelief and didn't know what to say.
I just didn't have good discernment at the time because I really thought these men that I was dating, they were genuine like me because I just felt like, okay, I'm genuine, I should be attracting that. But I really was not because they were not with me for the right reasons. So I asked for discernment. I'm like, okay, this next person, I need somebody, one has to co-sign and just give me discernment.
Her silence only made the situation feel more serious. Fans began digging through her social media for clues. Did she delete photos? Was she leaving hints? The theories went wild. But Jennifer remained completely quiet, and that quiet said a lot. Then came the trial. Things escalated fast. Christian was officially charged. Prosecutors shared emails, screenshots, bank records, and testimony from witnesses. This wasn't some misunderstanding, it looked like a carefully planned operation. One witness, a former business partner, claimed that Christian kept Jennifer in the dark on purpose. He didn't want her asking questions, so he lied to her, just like he lied to investors. When the guilty verdict was announced, everything changed. After months of rumors and a public trial, Christian was found guilty. The judge didn't hold back. He said this wasn't just a business failure, it was intentional fraud. Christian had created fake companies, stolen money, and hidden it in secret accounts. It was strategic, not accidental. People lost everything because of him. And he showed little remorse. Christian was sentenced to several years in prison. According to those in the courtroom, everyone went silent when the sentence was read. But the biggest sign of all? Jennifer wasn't there. She didn't show up to support him. That absence sent a message louder than any statement ever could.
I think abuse comes in many different forms.
Yes.
And a lot of times it's emotional and how people speak to you.
Many fans took that as her way of saying she was done. One person commented, "Jennifer didn't say a word, but her absence said everything." Another wrote, "She deleted all the photos and went silent." That's a woman protecting her peace. But Jennifer wasn't just dealing with heartbreak. She was dealing with fallout. In the weeks that followed, she stepped away from the spotlight. No interviews, no podcasts. Even her social media went quiet. She deleted photos of Christian and some old posts disappeared. Fans noticed every detail, every photo without her wedding ring, every cryptic caption, every tired expression. Behind the scenes, she was taking action. She met with lawyers, reviewed her finances, and tried to protect what was hers. Some of her assets were tied up with Christian's joint accounts, shared properties, even parts of her businesses. Legally, her name wasn't on his operations, but that didn't stop investigators from looking at her too. Some of her accounts were frozen. She had to sort through everything, what was truly hers, and what might be at risk. But Jennifer didn't let this break her. She started going to therapy. She leaned on close friends and family. She began planning how to rebuild not just her brand, but her life. Then came a change. She returned to Basketball Wives, but it was on her terms. She didn't want fake drama or exaggerated storylines. She wanted to tell her truth honestly and simply. And surprisingly, the producers agreed. When she came back, she was different. She wasn't loud. She didn't argue with the other women. She was calm, emotional, and real. Fans saw the difference. She shared what she had been through, how she felt blindsided, heartbroken, and confused. Viewers connected with her honesty. It wasn't about fashion or drama anymore, it was about healing. Meanwhile, the financial and legal mess continued. Christian's victims were filing civil lawsuits, and Jennifer's name showed up not as someone guilty, but as someone who may have unknowingly benefited. That was enough to put her under pressure. But she kept her head down and kept moving forward. Over time, she stopped posting luxury lifestyle content. Instead, she started talking about growth, ownership, and starting fresh. She began building something new on her own. Quietly, she cut ties with Christian. No statement, no drama, just silence. And in that silence, there was strength. Jennifer is still dealing with the ripple effects. She's still answering legal questions and fighting to protect her future. But she's doing it with grace and strategy. Fans are watching her turn pain into power. They're calling her a survivor. But she's more than that, she's a fighter. She took a situation filled with shame and turned it into an opportunity to grow. She didn't just survive the storm. She's rising beyond it. And that brings us to where things stand today. Jennifer Williams may have started this chapter as a reality TV star caught in a scandal, but she's rewriting her story in a whole new way. What happened with her husband Christian was more than just a betrayal, it was a public unraveling of someone she trusted, someone she built a life with. And yet, in the middle of that storm, she chose silence. Not because she had nothing to say, but because sometimes peace speaks louder than words. Jennifer didn't jump on camera to tell all. She didn't chase headlines or clap back at the rumors. Instead, she stepped back, took time to heal, and made smart moves behind the scenes. While Christian faced the courtroom, Jennifer faced something just as real, figuring out how to move forward when everything you thought was solid crumbles. She's still dealing with the legal mess, with her name popping up in lawsuits simply because of her past connection. But from what we've seen, she's handling it all with class, patience, and quiet strength. She's protecting her peace, her business, and her future. And in doing that, she's showing so many people, especially women, what it looks like to stand back up when life tries to knock you down. Her comeback hasn't been loud or dramatic. It's been subtle, graceful, and steady. No flashy headlines, no revenge posts. Just growth. Just real life. And that's something we don't always see in the public eye. Jennifer's showing us that healing doesn't have to be performative. You don't owe anyone your pain, but you do owe yourself your peace. So now we want to hear from you. What do you think about how Jennifer handled everything? Do you think her silence was a smart move, or should she have spoken up sooner? Are you surprised by how deep Christian's scheme went? And how would you have responded if you were in her shoes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're reading everything and really want to know what you think. And if you found this story eye-opening, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more deep dives into real stories that go way beyond the headlines. We cover the truth behind the glitz, the glamour, and the chaos without the drama, just the facts and heart. Until next time, remember this: life can get messy, but how you rise from it, that's what defines you. Jennifer Williams didn't just survive a scandal, she's building a stronger future on her own terms. Quietly, boldly, and without apology. And if you found this story eye-opening, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more deep dives into real stories that go way beyond the headlines. We cover the truth behind the glitz, the glamour, and the chaos without the drama, just the facts and heart. Until next time, remember this: life can get messy, but how you rise from it, that's what defines you. Jennifer Williams didn't just survive a scandal, she's building a stronger future on her own terms. Quietly, boldly, and without apology. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.